Hey Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment, or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now let's start the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party. Locked in to the hottest station on the planet.
What's going on, Blazers? We're back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the Melanin Queen, Miss Free. What's up?
Girl, I was going to say something, but then I was like, I don't have enough energy for this.
Well,
hi, guys.
It's been an interesting week. Let's start out with some good stuff.
It's been, girl...
Phrase of the week, Miss Free, or the wow word of the week.
You're gonna love this.
Okay,
you're gonna love it.
Okay,
it's gonna be great.
Is it new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
Sounds interesting.
And the meaning is lies, more lies, fairy tales, fallacies, non-truths, falsehoods.
Wow.
You guys know.
Alternative facts. I've never heard that before, Miss Free.
But you know, the way Urban Dictionary put it was the worst of the four classification of lies. Lies, damned lies, statistics, alternative facts. Alternative facts are distinguished from the other damnable lies by the addition of gaslighting the listener.
Wow. Sounds really bad. I don't think people should do that.
Me either.
You know.
But you know, we live in a post-truth world.
Well, it's all about alternative facts.
Exists.
Well, I have an alternative fact for you, Miss Free.
What?
I'm not black.
Me either. You know, I'm
what?
a Caucasian.
You mean all that's makeup?
Yes.
Girl. Anyway.
I can't even.
We'll get into that later.
I can't even play along right now because I was so upset.
Shout-outs.
It's been a pretty damnable week.
Do you have a shout-out, Miss Free?
Barely.
Okay.
Greenpeace protesters hung a resist banner on a construction crane in front of the White House.
Wow. Good for you, Greenpeace.
They climbed their asses all the way up there to do that.
So we gonna be seen,
and
bitch.
the way like the photo was taken is that it's like directly above it.
Not my black ass.
I was like, yes.
You don't, girl. I almost got scared to go into the goddamn high roller in fucking Vegas. You want me to go and just climb shit?
I know, I couldn't climb nothing.
Good for y'all, Greenpeace. Thank you. Resist, bitch. Alternative facts. Anyway, I have one. Octavia Spencer, who is an actress in the hit movie Hidden Figures, went ahead and bought out a theater in Los Angeles. Shout out to Los Angeles. So low income families can see Hidden Figures. Now that's some good shit right there. Let me tell you why. That's called giving back. Because not only she didn't have to do that. She bought a whole ass movie theater. She just bought it out just so low income families can see it.
I know. I'm so proud.
Fucking awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm really low energy.
I feel you, girl.
I'm like, yay.
Do you have another shout out?
No.
Okay, I have one more. Moonlight, another amazing movie that came out, has 8 Academy nominations. One for Best Picture, Barry Jenkins also is nominated for Best Director. We have Best Supporting Actress. Actor Mahershala Ali. Best Supporting Actress Naomi Harris. It's also been nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, and Best Original Score.
Just everything.
Just best.
Just sweep it all. Just take it all.
Just do it. So yes, that's all I got for shout outs. Let's go into petty world news. This is not so petty, but I just thought it was, I didn't feel like it should go in shout outs, but it should have, and you'll hear it. Idris Elba says to pound his yams.
Girl, what?
For Valentine's Day.
I'll pound your yams. Shoot. He's sexy as fuck.
Yes, ma'am. He came out with an Instagram video and basically was talking about this fundraiser, this organization based in Africa called We, W-E, Can Lead. And it was a chance to win a date with him. And in his words, quote unquote, pounding his yams.
Girl, I'll do more than pound your yams.
Oh, pound the yams, girl.
What you mean?
Make some sweet
potatoes. What you mean? Stop being so nasty.
Come on, sweet potato pies. Come on.
Boy, stop.
I saw that video. I saw it twice. Just
because
I was
so
like,
handsome.
Oh my god.
I just got a big old smile on my face now.
There was a meme that came out, and I hope that made your day because Idris Elba. Anyway,
yes.
There was a meme that came out that I kept because I thought it spoke heavily. Well, actually,
meme?
Yeah, it was a meme. But before I even go into that meme, Mary J. Blige says that Kendo Isaacs was mishandling money, and now she has to pay, allegedly pay, support for his family.
I think we talked about this before, didn't we?
No, this was in the, he was asking for child support then. He was also asking for spousal support.
What is he asking for now then?
He mishandled money, and now he's asking for, or now she's saying that she may have to pay child support. Like
because he mishandled money.
Because she was.
Nigga, no, you're not getting no more money. The fuck? That's your fault.
Well, that's because he was her manager.
So?
Yes. So it reportedly says from the Fab Gab, Isaacs was her husband as well as her manager, and Mary J. Blige alleges that his mismanagement put her couple heavily in debt. In a Good Morning America interview with Robin Roberts, she said that constant disrespect was the breaking point for her. She had to save herself. To add insult into injury, many news outlets, including Essence Magazine, has reported that Isaacs is seeking nearly $130,000 per month in spousal support to maintain the lavish lifestyle he became accustomed to while both managing Blige's career and being her husband. Translated loosely, this amounts to over $1.5 million per year. Blige has countered his claim, saying that over the last 2 years, Isaacs has spent in excess of $420,000 on travel and hotel expenses unrelated to business. She is on the hook for millions of dollars owed to the IRS, as well as advances owed to her record label.
Wait, so she owes money to the IRS?
And her record label.
And this nigga wants $1.3 million in spousal support money, whatever the fuck.
So it's actually $130,000 a month.
Which is what, a year?
Which adds to $1.5 million per year.
Nigga, see, I think I said this last time. What money does Mary J. Blige have?
Whoa, it's Mary J. Blige.
First of all, bitch, you don't have no money if the IRS is coming for you and you still owe money to your recording label. No shade, no tea. Well, I'm just saying.
Well, just because you haven't paid them don't mean you don't have it.
Well, bitch, just pay them. What is the problem if you got the money?
Well, that's what she's going to be fighting in court and dealing with and all that good jazz. Now,
I love Mary J. Blige. Don't get it twisted. I just don't think that's just too much.
This wasn't a smart decision for her.
Yeah.
Marrying that man. Anyway, and not having a prenup was just her own damn fault. Mm-hmm. So, because regardless, if you already rich and famous, bitch, you need to have a prenup. It's no shade, no tea. There's no issues between this. I'm not saying that you don't love me, that I don't love you, but this is my money. Okay, so
yeah, fucking mama.
Yeah,
you ain't got no money.
So the meme that I was talking about is actually a great segue into what I'm about to go into next, which is how media portrays African Americans or the black culture and compared to Caucasians and whites.
Caucasian.
So, whites smoking weed, they consider it hippies.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Blacks smoking weed, they consider it thugs. Whites on welfare, it's portrayed as poor. Blacks on welfare, portrayed as lazy. Girls gone wild, good old college days. Black woman twerking, she's a whore. Whites can't find a job, bad economy. Blacks can't find a job, that nigga's dependent. White country bombing brown countries, democracy. September 11th, terrorism. Whites torch cop cars and destroy property after baseball games, rowdy. Blacks torch cars and destroy property after a cop gets away with murder, savages. Mm-hmm. White people in corporate positions of power, hard work. Black people in corporate positions of power, affirmative action.
But that's not even a meme. That's facts.
Well, I mean, right.
That's not a meme.
It was a meme that was sent out. However, it is factual. Okay, one of the few memes that were that's factual. No alternative facts for that.
That is the truth.
Right.
That's the truth.
Which gets me into the next topic in Petty World News. High schoolers protests to make Black History a full year course. I don't know why this is not something that...
Out, right?
I'm sorry?
No, that's not a shout out. That shouldn't have been a shout out. No.
Well, I mean, it can be a shout out. But however, I just don't think that it's not... I don't think that this should be something that is questionable. Like, why are we having... It's a lot of African American history, at least when I was growing up, I had to wait until high school or even some semblance of junior high school to learn about African American history, which in essence completely contradicted what I was learning in social studies because a lot of it had to do with like, in terms of like, how African Americans were brought to this country. It was said something different, in social studies or in U.S. history. Mm-hmm. And it's not until now, like millennials are learning more, now in terms of like, when I say millennials, I mean like people, who were born in, 2000 and later.
No, that's not millennial.
Well, in the last millennium.
I was just having a conversation with somebody about this. I said millennials are people that were born from 1980 up until 2000s-ish.
Right. Until I think now would say.
No, not now. That's a whole different generation.
What do they call them this generation?
These group of little babies, mm-hmm. They don't know yet what they're going to call them. Mm-hmm. But they're not part of millennials.
They're probably going to call them...
Right now they're calling them post-millennials, whatever the fuck that means.
It's like after the after.
Right. So until they come up with a proper term for it, then I don't know.
But the bottom line is that I feel like a lot of new information and real information and facts are actually coming out now about African American history, what happened with us and our ancestors and these things. And until recently, within the past 5 to 10 years or so, people had to research, to find out what really, went down mm-hmm. with this country, because it was more of a situation where it was like, oh, okay, well, Christopher Columbus came over, he just found shit, what I'm saying? And he was friends with the Indians and, or the Native Americans mm-hmm. rather. And it wasn't a situation you didn't know about the brutal, takeover and all that stuff until recently. And unless you did research on it.
Honestly, I think that's a good thing that they're protesting.
For sure.
Because I can tell you, when I was in high school, The only African American history we really got was during Black History Month.
Right.
And it was only like a page.
Right.
Maybe a paragraph.
Right.
In a whole ass history textbook.
You had the three majors, which was Martin Luther King, you had Rosa Parks, and you had Malcolm X. You didn't know about Sojourner Truth. And you didn't know about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, and they touched, they touched on those people, but it was like maybe a sentence.
Right.
Maybe a paragraph at most.
Like this person's,
but it was never anything.
But you didn't they didn't express it and go into detail with it.
No. The only time I started learning more about African American history was when I got into college.
Right.
That was like the history.
Right.
Bitch.
The real
was
shit.
Like reading transcripts and niggas and cursive writing and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that.
I didn't even really enjoy history until then.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so amped about those high schools protesting, and they're like, no, fuck this. Mm-hmm. If we
I'm
need
tired
to
of learning about Columbus. I'm tired of learning about that white nigga. I'm done.
Right, Columbus and his lies. Yeah. It's like if we had to learn about that, right? Those alternative facts
and his alternative facts,
girl. But yes, y'all carry on. Y'all do y'all thing, and I'm gonna keep following that story because I'm really interested to see where that goes. Do you have anything? Because I have a bunch more.
Okay. Oh, Chrisette Michele.
Oh God, I was gonna get to it, but you go ahead and say it.
She's upset because she took her happy ass down to Trump's inauguration to perform, and he finessed her. He said, bitch, handshake. The fuck? You were a rented Negro girl.
Right.
And now she's mad about it, basically.
Right. But that's your fault, ho. Like, what did you expect?
Why did she ever give a reason as to why she was performing?
She was actually on the Breakfast Club today, and I saw a video of it. And I actually was trying to listen to the whole thing, but I was really annoyed. So
I don't know her.
Right. But I think her reasoning behind it, according to what she was saying and how she was feeling, her reasoning behind it was to say, she wanted to even though Trump's inauguration was 99.9% pretty much white, she wanted to have more black faces there, and she wanted to be a representative. But I'm just like, girl,
why?
You wanted to, that's like going to a KKK rally and saying, hey, I want to be that one black guy that's there.
That Dave Chappelle skit.
You gonna be that one black guy.
I'm tired of these niggers and these homosexuals. And the whole time he doesn't know he's black because he's blind.
I've seen that one. but that's what I'm saying. It's like you're putting yourself in a situation where and everybody knew for since his campaign for almost 2 years now that he's campaigned on hate, racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, all this other bullshit, and you decided to go ahead and do it. Regardless, she claimed that it wasn't about the money and that she didn't get paid $250,000. And if you didn't get paid $250,000, then bitch, you dumb. Because you can't get me less than $500,000
right.
to even for me to consider going to the Trump inauguration, bitch. Okay, because
why'd you go?
Right. So if now you're feeling, stupid
Dumb.
And you're feeling the backlash, and you're feeling, and you put that on yourself.
You believed in that alternative fact,
right, girl? And you were alternatively fucked. So, which leads me to Twitter. All of Twitter, not just Black Twitter. Twitter started ripping into Taylor Swift because she has forever regarded herself as a feminist. And she was missing for the Women's March. Nowhere to be found.
Can we talk about how she's been missing since Kim Kardashian tore her a new one? Can we talk about that? She's been gone for a minute, okay? So I don't understand why people expected her to be there, to be honest.
And I was watching a snippet of they had this conversation on The View about, about how do you think that, Taylor Swift should be penalized, for not having a voice in the Women's March or not participating.
Penalized for what?
For not participating and being.
But what does that even mean?
like for being like, you know, ripped into and attacked for not, you know, helping with the women's march.
I was like, bitch, you can't take none of her money, so I don't know what you mean.
No, but my whole thing is this. It's like, this goes into the whole thing about like, which is my next one, about how, like, you know, the women's march was something that has been long overdue. And you have these white feminists that come out there and they shun you know, black feminists from saying stuff and giving their voice and telling them about the story of the black woman and what they go through. And yet you're nowhere to be found when shit goes down, you know, until it affects you.
So we been knew that.
Right. So I don't have any sympathy for Taylor Swift. I've never did. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Taylor Swift demon hater. But I'm also saying that because I just feel it could have been anybody else. But my whole issue is that she came out as this huge feminist and would attack Nicki Minaj, and she would attack, you know, all these other, you know, black females that would come out and say things about, you know, misogyny and equal rights for black women, not just women, but also specifically black women, and would say, she would always have, you know, her voice. She would just say something, and now she's nowhere to be found for something that's universally about women. So where you at, ho?
Girl. And before y'all talk about Beyonce, where the fuck Beyonce was, didn't she fund? So that's where she was.
Right. Dishing out the money hole.
Making sure it was going to happen.
Right. So there that is. So yeah, I'm just, you know, it goes into the whole, like, you know, there was an article that came out, and it titled What Every White Woman Attending the Women's March Needs to Know. And, you know, there's a lot that goes into the voice of a black woman and why they're angry and why there's so many, why they are in most opinion, the most endangered, because they're so heavily disrespected. They're so heavily, you know, marginalized, and they're so heavily underlooked that until quote unquote white women say something, that's when they get noticed, because like, oh yeah, you have a vagina too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, we forgot that there's black women around. You know what I'm saying? And that's really fucking frustrating. And it's not taking away anything from the Women's March, because I personally thought that the Women's March was fucking amazing. And I thought that it was much needed. And it's something that I was even, you know, Facebooking and tweeting about, you know, saying that whenever a man fucks something up, leave it to a woman to fucking fix it. Still gets no credit for it, but still leave it to a woman to fucking fix it. And that's my whole issue. But the bottom line is that black women has been protesting this same thing for generations. So now all of a sudden it's a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but we been knew that though.
Right.
We been knew.
Black women were like, oh,
we just tired. We don't now you gotta come up. Well, girl, I guess. Right.
I love one of the signs that that was put out. It's like, now I hope I see all of you white people that came to the Women's March at a Black Lives Matter movement, you know, march. And that's important, you know, because I feel like that's not something that they got until, and this is something that we talked about before Trump was elected.
What if Black Lives really mattered, then everybody would be there.
Right. But even before that, like, we talked about how, like, you know, until, you know, their privilege got tested or their privilege got, you know, threatened.
This is what we've been saying.
Right.
Over and over again, bitch, I'm tired. I'm just so done. Like, I'm happy y'all are here now. Right. I'm happy you guys are on board. It's taking you guys a long time. Always like, shit, bitch, damn. I read a really good article with I don't know what Native American tribe it was that went to the Women's March. I don't know if it was that same article or if it was a different article, but they were basically saying the same thing, how they were there and they were doing, you know, their war cries. I don't know what it's called. The Lulu, you know.
Yeah, Lulu. I know what you're talking about.
And how white women there were just kind of like looking at them all weird and, you know, trying to take pictures with them and shit. Just really weird and gross things that kind of irritated me.
Microaggressions.
Yes, microaggressions. Mm-hmm. Yes, very much so.
It's like, oh, let's be a part of the culture.
So it was white feminism is not inclusive.
No.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
And I'm happy that people showed up and showed out, and there was 750,000 people there.
Right.
Which was awesome.
Right.
But at the same time, there was a lot of like people feeling left out, like trans women felt left out. Right. People who consider themselves women but don't have a vagina. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about men. Mm-hmm. Right. They felt left out. Black women, everybody who's not considered a white woman in the traditional sense felt left out of the march, and I think that's really sad. I really do. It's too bad.
Well,
bitch, finally, ho. I mean,
one step at a time, I guess.
Girl, y'all better show up to the next fucking rally. That's all I know.
I feel like the more Trump does what he's doing right now in terms of increasing on restricting rights to people and all this stuff or whatever, it's going to quickly and swiftly, no pun intended, trying to get a unity formed between lines of color and stuff like that. So hopefully, I have hope. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Barely.
Right. Something's going to happen, and I hope that it happens quicker sooner than later, because
I'm tired.
Within a week, bitch.
I'm tired, boss.
So much shit has happened. And I'm glad you talked about Chrisette Michele, because
I'm not. I'm so tired of these Negroes.
Fox News gives Stacey Dash the boot.
Bye, girl. Bye, girl. Nobody cares.
Nobody, and I didn't even realize it until they said it, until they mentioned it. Like,
like I said, she was a rented Negro.
Because I don't watch Fox News. Rented hoe. And that's my issue that I have with Stacey Dash. That's my issue that I have with Kanye West. This is my issue that I have with Steve Harvey, Chrisette Michele,
Zoe Saldana.
Oh, she's not even a real black woman. I don't want to hear it.
No, she is. Yes, she is.
Not Zoe Saldana. You know who I was thinking of? What's the one?
Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, that bitch. That's who I was thinking of.
I was like,
Zoe
wait
Saldana.
a minute.
You're right, Zoe Saldana. But all of these different, people of color who, tried to jump on the Trump train and was like, oh, let's be inclusive and like, let's, give them a chance. And you got fucked. And you were so busy. You were so quick to turn your back on your people that you got fucked. Mm-hmm. And you realized what they were doing. They did the exact same thing that they did to our ancestors, just in a less violent way. And if you think about it, it's the separation that is what's keeping the black culture down. It's that separation, that lack of unity, that complete unity, that is what's keeping us down and keeping us oppressed. Because if you keep sitting there and you keep, sipping on the fucking, coon juice, this is what's going to happen. And Fox News and Trump and all these other people have proven that to you. Now Chrisette Michele sitting there looking stupid. Now Stacey Dash, I don't know where the fuck her stupid ass been. Now fucking Kanye West ain't nowhere near to be seen because he's feeling stupid. Haven't heard shit about Steve Harvey. Don't give a fuck about him either. But the bottom line is like, why are you doing this? Why are you not looking at shit? Aggravating.
I'm tired.
Stressful.
That's why whenever I see somebody being like that, I just automatically, you have been kicked out. You have been exiled. We don't want you here no more. Let's bring Shia LaBeouf in. He can come over here. He one of us now, okay? Right. What's her? Meryl Streep. You too, girl. Come on.
Come on,
girl. Come on over here. We got space.
Right. We have some vacancies to fill. You come on.
Come on. What, Betty White? You too, girl.
You too. Come on. We could smoke some weed. Shit.
You too, girl. Come on,
Martha Stewart. We need some food.
Yes, girl. Come on. We got space. We got room.
So,
anything else?
Do you have anything else? Cause I have two more things.
I'm done. There was not much I got to talk about besides what I'm going to talk about later.
Okay. The UK Parliament debated on banning Donald Trump. Shocker.
Can I go with y'all?
Right.
I mean, I know y'all got trifling issues yourself.
And I know that they're the ones that brought us over here, but still.
But at this moment in time.
I mean, let's be honest.
I know y'all had breaks in and all, but I don't want to be here. So.
I have one last thing that I'm going to touch on, and then I'm going to leave it alone. And this has nothing to do with Trump. I have been listening.
Don't tell me it's Tommy Lauren.
No,
okay.
Fuck that hole.
I was going to say. Oh, please, Jesus, I'm trying to hear about that bitch.
No, I've completely shunned her from my social media and even trying to research her.
Nobody talking about her no more.
I do listen to other podcast shows, and I do listen to, just to kind of get a variety of podcasts, and I applaud all podcasts that are out there because they're all trying to do things just like when we started, and even now we're all trying to do things in this world and sea of podcasts. But I'm going to say one thing. It is very important that you do research, especially when you get into the political realm of things, because we have enough fake news and we have enough alternative facts out there.
Alternative facts.
Okay, that we don't need to be adding onto it.
Post-truth.
Okay, lies, deceptions, hoodwinks and bamboozles. I really think I pride our show on making sure that we do our research.
I mean, it's just not even that. It's just knowing where to get it.
Right. And it doesn't take, we have Google. It doesn't take long to search a couple of different sources and check your facts. Like, it's not hard. And I feel like having a platform like a podcast, regardless of how big it is or not, it is important to make sure that your shit is accurate. So if you're going to talk about politics, make sure that you know what the fuck you're talking about. If you're going to talk about any type of subject, make sure you know what the fuck you're talking about. That's all I gotta say. Don't sit there and have it. It's one thing to discuss your opinion on things or whatever, but don't try to back your opinions out with alternative facts. Because I'm just saying. That's all. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm listening.
Are we done?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay.
Hey, Blazers. Did you know that Blaze Entertainment is now on iHeartRadio? iHeartRadio brings you thousands of real audio stations covering pop, country, hip-hop, R&B, alternative, rock, talk, news, sports, and even comedy. Visit iHeart.com, or you can get a direct link on entertheblaze.com. Take it easy.
And we're back, guys, with the review TV and movies.
What's up?
Yeah. So what you got for us, Kwame? Because I didn't do my job.
Yeah, it was a interesting weekend. But yes, I watched This Is Us last night, which I really liked that show. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it is a really interesting show. It's a very good little tearjerker. I suggest you watch.
It seems too sappy.
It's not. I thought it was going to be.
I always feel like everybody cried every episode.
Oh, girl, I've literally teared up every.
I can't be crying every episode. I just can't.
But it's so good. It's so
I can't just be in my feelings. I'm already in my feelings enough.
But you know what? It's one of those happy tears. It's not one of those like, oh, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those good feel good cries, and at the end of watching the show, you start to feel like some semblance of hope, and then you come back to reality, but turn on the news. But still,
that's exactly why my black ass is not watching. I'm barely gonna watch Scandal because it's too close to real life. Girl, I can't do this. I can't. That's right.
Scandal comes on tonight. I mean, not tonight. Tomorrow. Yes.
I might watch the first episode, then after that, it's too political. I can't. I gotta turn it off. It's too close to real life.
I've missed it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've needed a break for reality, and it's going to give it to me.
Barely. They're going to be talking about shit that's very closely related to this damn election. Watch.
Shit. Maybe they'll talk about the secrets of what happened. In
maybe they can teach us something about how to impeach somebody real quick.
Maybe Melly has, emails that got hacked.
Maybe Hook could teach us a thing about disappearing somebody.
Bitch. Come on, B613.
I don't know. Hook is dope. I love Hook.
Oh, God.
He's so trifling, though.
He's so hot.
He's like a
little grizzly, sexy bear.
Stop!
I love him.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyway, so This Is Us. Great episode last night. They got into a little bit about, the death of their dad, and it started to touch a little bit into that, and then they started focusing on I think it was the biological father of what's the name's character. Oh God, I forget his name. Oh my God, why did I do research on that?
What are you talking about?
So the show.
Okay.
So basically, and one of the characters, she is overweight, and she's, I think she was originally a triplet, but one of the children died at birth, so now she's considered quote unquote a twin. But anyway, she went to this weight loss camp or whatever, and it's more about loving the inside, I guess, instead of just actually doing tons and tons of exercises and stuff like that. And there was she had this one breakthrough towards the end where she's been holding on to this anger and this hurt and this pain and this unresolved feelings of her dad's death, and it finally broke her during this exercise. And it was really interesting to see because she, throughout this entire show, since it started, she's always been this kind of this strong, female character, and kind of I take no shit type of person. And she had her, emotional weak moments every now and then, but for the most part, she has this demeanor where it's I'm gonna hold everything in, I'm gonna keep everything together. So it was nice to see her break down and actually start to deal with some of her unresolved feelings. But yes, I highly recommend you watch it. I think you would like it. But yes.
Too sappy. Too close to real life. Oh, also, disclaimer before the CIA come get my ass. just saying, because it's real out here.
Okay, right?
Not saying that Trump needs to disappear, but his policies do. Oh, you see how I did that? Boom.
Nice. Good disclaimer there.
Good save.
Just so y'all know.
Don't come after my black ass.
Right? FYI, okay? Y'all,
Just saying.
Just wanted to clarify.
Clarify.
Your little things,
Don't shoot me.
Okay, we have one life to live. Anyway, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy Burris.
Who?
Candy Burris.
Oh. I really watched that show.
Kenya Moore needs to be shot. That's all I have to say. She is getting on my last fucking nerve. She needs to disappear along with Trump ass. Okay. And disclaimer. No one's saying that they have to
I'm very serious about this. Do not come after my black ass. Talking about investigating me. Okay. I'm not saying
you better not
he needs to disappear like that. Okay. I'm saying
shit.
We need to do something about this tyrant that is in office. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
There.
But anyway, yes, Kenya Moore needs to go because she's getting on my last fuck ass nerve. And Portia, I'm actually proud of you that thus far, you haven't beaten the hell out of anybody. So kudos to you. Although you are also getting on my nerve. But
who?
Portia Williams. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Phaedra, I have lost so much respect for you. It's one thing to be shady, but it's another thing to be fucking conniving. And then to allow Kenya Moore back into your life like you all besties and stuff. Y'all all fucking fake for that shit. I don't understand that shit.
They had to change the storylines. They had to change the storylines up.
You didn't need to do that shit. You don't need to be, having that bitch, Anyway, that's all I got.
Well, I finished a series of unfortunate events.
Is it good?
It is really good.
Yeah.
It had a twist, and I was like, bitch, wait a minute. What the? There's two families, bitch, this whole damn time?
What?
But I don't know how. I've never read the books, so I wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. But apparently there's two
I've
families.
seen the movie.
There's, the original movie, which is the first book. But the series is the first 3 or 4 books.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll check it out.
Yes.
I'm going to check it out.
I can't wait for season 2.
I want to check out, what is it? Is it QA or OA?
Don't check out OA.
I want to see it. I know a lot of people.
You want to torture yourself. It's okay. It's good, in the sense that it has like, you be like, oh, bitch, what's next in the story? Mm-hmm. But when you get to the end, you're going to be mad you wasted your whole 8 hours. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Watch it if you want to watch it.
I watched it on Friday. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I got.
That's all I got too, guys. Bye.
We'll be back.
This episode is brought to you by one of our new sponsors, We Buy Black. We Buy Black is an online marketplace for Black-owned businesses to showcase and sell their products to a global community. What drives We Buy Black is a community of creative entrepreneurs who use We Buy Black to sell their products, thousands of shoppers who believe in supporting these entrepreneurs to affect social change, and committed staff of We Buy Black. Visit pyromedianetwork.com or entertheblaze.com for our sponsor direct links. It's time to support Black businesses. Now let's get back to the show.
Welcome back. We're back with the listeners portion of the show. Mm-hmm. And you can go ahead and send in your listener letters by going on entertheblaze.com, going to our contact section, and utilizing our listener letters form. Mm-hmm. Miss Free?
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Wonder who it's from.
You ain't to the yeah. Y'all watch Blue's Clues? That was my shit as a child, okay? Blue's Clues. With the original Steve.
Mail time.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to work my time. When it comes to one again.
We just lost listeners.
Nah, we gained some.
Yes.
Positive notes because everybody remembers Blue's Clues, bitch.
Right? All right, go ahead and read it.
Okay, the first letter comes.
Stupid.
These are the things that go through my mind randomly.
We're going to do that every time now.
Okay. This letter comes from Leanna. She is from San Diego, California.
Hello, Leanna.
And their question is, Miss Free and Kwame, a novel.
Is that what it says, or is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, because it's that long?
Okay. Just listen to your Not My President episode, and thank you for not letting this government shut you up. Hope it continues. So my issue is that I have been dating this guy for about 5 months now. He has got a great job, attitude, goals, dick, you name it.
Okay.
She said he got good dick.
You name it?
Wait, I have to read it like that. He's got a great job. No, it doesn't work. He got a job, dick, pills. I tried. I failed.
Got a job, attitude, bills, dick.
I'm like shit. I failed. My issue is his fucking sister. I hate her with the passion.
Oh shit.
She is one of those Beverly Hills wannabe hoes.
Oh.
Bitch thinks she Britney Spears and shit, but look like someone threw a Versace scarf over a dog beaten with a bag of quarters.
Oh shit.
The savagery of this email.
Yes, come through, Shade. Yes.
Fuck.
I like this Leanna.
It's not her attitude that displeases me. It's how she switches up when I'm around or when she comes over after my man invites her raunchy ass to one of our events that get held at my house. Now, I am a very strong-willed black woman. I speak very much how Miss Free speaks on the show, and this bitch comes around and she trying to act black. Okay. Is she black?
The girl?
Yeah, the sister does sound like a white girl. Okay. Is she trying to act black? Okay. Let me give you a better, thorough example. One week, Bay's car was in the shop for a tune-up, so his sister agreed to carpool with him since she works near him. Well, she drops him off at my house, and she decides to stay for a while. Bitch, no one asked you to stay. Bitch, no one asked you to be at my damn house.
No one summoned you.
No one invited you in. You were Yeah, welcome here. Anyway, I was in the middle of doing the dishes and listening to podcasts, and I actually happened to be listening to the end of your show when this bitch started acting different. Kept making comments like, yeah, girl, bitch, really? Exactly. She put ... This girl might be black. She obviously ain't black. Anyway, my whole purpose in writing this is to ask, how do you or would you handle this hoe on a day-to-day basis? I know Kwame is in an interracial relationship. I told you. I told you.
Yes. Miss Free,
I know it. Have you dealt with this fuckery before? Keep being black and beautiful. Oh, and by the way, the website is nice as fuck.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Liana, for writing in.
You know, we got to come up on the website's gross.
How would I deal with her, girl? I wouldn't.
No one asked you to stay here, bitch.
No one invited you to my black ass house.
Get out of my Caucasian house. Well, I haven't ran into that type of situation with my partner because his family's not really like that. His family's a little more just white, so they don't
just regular.
Just regular. Right? So we've had some concerns, you know, with his family at times, but like it's never been a situation where they're trying to quote unquote act black. So I don't know about that. I have seen and I've had friends that have had these type of situations, and what I tell you to do would be to have a long conversation with your boyfriend.
Yeah, I would tell your boyfriend straight up, I don't like your sister, and I'm gonna tell you why. And then you list it.
And I don't think you should tell, because if you value your relationship with him, because regardless
that's
of
his
what,
sister.
Yeah, that's his sister, regardless. And I think that's something that you have to understand. You know, if you want to pursue and continue this relationship with him, you're going to have to deal with having fuckery like that. However, that don't mean you have to accept it. And that she don't need to be coming over to your house acting that way. I think that she needs to be made aware of her actions. But I do think that it needs to start with you having a conversation with your man first, because you two need to be solid, because regardless if that's his sister or not, family comes and goes, in my opinion. Your relationship is if that's going to be the long haul, especially depends on how long you've been with that person. Your relationship is what needs to be the foundation of you guys. So everything else is outside. And I'm not talking about like you've been dating for 3 months type relationship. I'm talking about if you plan on being with this man for a very long period of time to forever, then that needs to be solidified with him, and you need to make sure that you feel that you're open and honest with him about your feelings. And he needs to be able to respect that. And he needs to be made aware of those type of microaggressions, because that happens.
Maybe you should just be like, you know, why do you do that? And then she'll be like, do what? And you can act just like her.
Well, Becky.
Yeah, well, you know, you just sometimes you'd be like, yeah, girl, yeah. Why do you do that?
Why is that necessary?
I mean, why is that necessary?
Yeah.
And then see how she reacts.
Yes. And write us back on that, because I would like to know the tea on that, because that sounds really interesting, but it does need to be handled.
In general, when I meet people like that, which I have, I don't associate myself with them because I like my white people white. I'm just saying, like, why are you acting like something you're clearly not?
Right.
If it comes natural to you, sure, you know, whatever. But you know when somebody is just doing
just
shit.
trying it, right? Yeah. If you listen to Britney Spears all the time and Lady Gaga and stuff like that, all of a sudden you trying to sound like Mos Def. Like, we have a problem.
What the girl's trying to do is act like a sassy black woman.
Right.
Quote unquote. Whatever the fuck that means. But, yeah, that's bad disrespect. And you gotta see that hoe, because that's his sister.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But she don't need to be staying at your house.
She don't need to be in my house.
Yeah,
we not that close.
Because it sounds like you two have separate places. Mm-hmm. So if she wants to act like that, she can take a happy ass on.
You can be cordial and keep it cute.
Right.
Just explain to him one time and explain to her one time.
Right.
Any other times more than that is one time too many.
And if he doesn't respect what you're saying and your feelings on bye. Don't even waste your time.
Bye, girl.
Just have a discussion on it. I'm not saying, this is an ultimatum to have a discussion. I'm just letting you know this is how I'm feeling.
This makes me uncomfortable.
This is what's going on.
Your sister does X, Y, Z. Do you want to talk to her about it or should I?
Right.
Because, if I talk to her about it.
Right. And regardless, you should be able to talk to her about it. Regardless once you talk to him, he needs to have a conversation with her, but you definitely need to have a conversation with her as well because she needs to understand the story of a black woman and what that means and what she's doing. She may just be really ignorant and just may not know and just be in a world that's just super white and privileged.
It's so irritating when you come across people like that. Like, why are you acting like that?
Right.
Just be yourself, ho.
Right. So
fraudulent ass.
Alternative facts.
Girl.
Thanks, Leanna.
Thanks for writing in, Leanna.
Yes.
Should I do one more?
Sure, why not?
All right. This letter comes from Anon.
Okay.
And their letter is...
If you guys can see Miss Free's face right now.
It's just... You know what? It's all right because I realized that everybody can't type properly. It's okay.
Okay.
What's up, Miss Free and Kwame? I've been dating this dude for a hot minute now. We vibe, we click, all that shit. But every time we have sex, I keep thinking of my ex. It's not like I want to be with my ex, or not that he was... It's not that I want to be with my ex, but he was fire in bed. On some power bottom shit for real.
Excuse me? Continue, please.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Stop. What is going on with these damn boys? This is some ratchet ass shit up in this bitch. Is it power bottom? Is that what he said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh my Jesus.
One day I almost said my ex name and I played it off
You did what? Wait a minute.
He confronted me about it later and I denied it. Now I feel like I should have just been up front and kept it 100.
Goodbye.
That's how he typed it.
Show's over.
Let me finish this.
The fuck is a 100?
Sit down.
Oh my God.
That's what they wrote.
Oh,
The number one in hundo. It's not like my ex even lives here anymore. So he doesn't have anything to worry about. I know I lay pipe for him and him only. How do I tell him to chill and have trust in me without rubbing him the wrong way? Do you want to answer this?
I want to answer this, please.
Because I'm really confused right now. What is a power bottom? What does that mean?
Okay, Miss Free. So, before I even get to... What's his name? Oh, it's Anon?
Anon.
Okay. Before I get to Anonymous. In homosexual relationships... Okay. We have tops.
Is there like a power top?
We have... Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, I'm really confused. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have tops, we have bottoms, we have versatiles. And those just display sexual positions.
Okay.
Power bottoms are really good bottoms.
Okay.
They're really good at what they do.
Okay.
They're really good at that position.
I'm having heart palpitations. Like, okay. I get it. Okay.
So, Anonymous, please deliver this message to your boyfriend or partner or whoever he is to you. Leave his ass. You are dumb as fuck, first of all, writing a stupid ass letter like that. Why are you thinking about somebody else while you fucking him? Okay, like, that makes no sense to me. And you're sitting here asking for advice on how to help him to...
Wait, so I'm confused now. So Anon, are you a power top? If your ex is a power bottom?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Power bottoms and power tops are just like really good at what they do.
Okay.
Like
okay.
The heights.
I'm just trying to understand what he is in this letter. Is he a power bottom or a top?
Well, he sounds like a top.
What's the difference between a bottom and just a regular bottom and a regular top?
The positions.
Oh, okay.
So
like, I don't know why it has to be power.
Well, adding the power onto it just means that they're really good at what they do.
Okay. That's
I'll explain it to you offline.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm ignorant.
It's okay. Anyway, you need to not be with this person because you just sound like you just... And if you really like this person or whatever, why are you thinking about somebody else?
Right.
Like, that's my issue.
You need to be by yourself.
Right. Or just dating other people. Like, just... Find another power bottom if that's what you want to do. But I don't understand why you are having sex with this man and then you're thinking about another one. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You're mentally cheating on this person. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then to try to play it off and lie to him, and then you're asking us to give you advice on how to help him trust you. You've already lied to him. So there is something for him to worry about.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
You could be fucking your ex right now.
Right. What did he say? He said that the ex wasn't in town anymore or wasn't in the area?
Live with him anymore.
So what if the ex was still there? Would you fuck him?
Obviously.
That's all I got to say about that stupid ass.
All right. Well, thank you, Anon.
That's all you got? Power bottom.
I'm just so ignorant. Okay.
We'll be back. I'm going to explain this to you.
Hey Blazers, check out one of our sponsors, Atomic Cosmetics. They have an array of colors that go boom and are tested on showgirls and never on animals. With freshly made seasonal skincare products that nourish your face and body, you can't go wrong. There is also a lot of cosmetics for you to choose from, like blushes, contours, foundations, eyeshadows, and more. Find multitudes of colors and palettes. Visit colorsthatgoboom.com and use offer code BLAZEATOMIC. Welcome back!
Wow, that was loud.
I had to breathe because I was not ready for that last letter.
Now that you know what power bottom is, I told you.
It wouldn't be right for me to go around telling people that.
Right, but I'm just saying.
It wouldn't be right for me to say that to people. Oh, he's a power bottom. Like, bitch, how would I know?
You should know that. Unless they told you out now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you imagine? Damn, Evelyn. Miss Free. All right.
Every damn time.
I gotta get used to it. Okay. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
No, you go ahead.
So, this week has been some shit. In DC, the orange monkey that's sitting in the Oval Office right now has done some things which has disturbed my soul. One of them being that President Donald Trump on Tuesday signed executive actions to advance the approval of the Keystone XL and Dakota Access oil pipelines. He also issued executive action declaring oil pipelines constructed in the U.S. should be built with U.S. materials streamlining the regulatory process for pipeline construction and shortening the environmental review process. My major problem with this fuck shit is, first of all, you dumb ass. That land, first of all, does not fucking belong to you.
None of this land belongs to them if you want to get all the way serious.
For real. And don't they, I think I read briefly, I didn't take a note on it, but they do have a treaty with the U.S. government saying that they can't touch this certain amount of land.
Correct.
Now, what irritates me the fuck is that you had this whole time to witness the fucking protests that were going on in, was it South Dakota, right? South Dakota. North Dakota.
Yes.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
The land doesn't fucking belong to you, and I'm so sick of people taking shit from Native Americans. Like, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. Speaking of things that don't belong to you, my body as a woman does not belong to you either. So Trump also decides...
North Dakota, by the way, sorry. I had to look
North Dakota?
Mm-hmm. Northwestern.
It's going to run from, like, North Dakota to Iowa, right?
That's the goal. Their goal.
Before I get into him making executive actions about abortions, he wants to shorten the environmental review process so that he can get this fucking pipe in the ground faster. Mm-hmm. Now, I read...
Just like a man trying to pipe something down without protection.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Like, damn!
Sorry.
Anyway, so I read, correct me if I'm wrong, I can't confirm where I read this. It was either Washington Post or I heard it on the Young Turks or something like that, that Trump he's in violation of the Constitution. I'm going to tell you why.
He's been in violation of the Constitution.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because this hoe directly benefits from the pipeline being built. Mm-hmm. Because he either has stocks or some kind of investments in the pipeline. That just fucking irritates me so much to my fucking core. And the worst thing about it is that these niggas in office ain't gonna do shit about it. Nope. They're gonna be like, yeah, girl, you know it's A-O-fucking-K with me. Yep. Trump also bans abortion funding overseas. I think he also is removing discrimination protection for women in healthcare. And a number of other things against ACA contraception coverage and maternity care provision. This directly affects me and affects a lot of women in the United States of America. And I am so sick of men telling women what they can and can't do with their own bodies. Like, I am so sick of somebody trying to tell me what is good or not good with my body. I read something so good online the other day, and I think it was a tweet. And the tweet read, imagine someone holding a baby. Let's just say the baby's like 9 months old. Imagine someone holding a baby in one hand and an embryo in the another hand. I'm going to drop both of them. Which one are you catching? Now, if you can see yourself catching the baby first, that gives you your answer right away, ho. You have no right to tell me when the fuck life begins. Period. Okay? Not only that, is that the fact that some women don't have any other choice. It just irritates me. And then, not only do not women don't have any other choice, besides matter is that he's also preventing the therapy after that, right? That
the
is
after
the most
counseling.
The after counseling. That is the most crucial point, because nobody seriously wants to just go, oh, I'm gonna go have sex and get pregnant, and then I'm gonna go have an abortion. Yay! Nobody fucking does that. Let's be serious here, which is why I think that they think in their heads is how it goes down. And I don't think it's about whether they value life or not. That's not a matter of the question. It's the question. The problem is that men have this warped sense of that they need to control something that is perceived to be lesser than them. And that fucking irritates me to my core.
Speak on it.
Stop telling us what we can and cannot do. Stop telling us who we can and can't have sex with. Stop telling us how our body fucking works, because you don't have a fucking vagina.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
And if you don't have a vagina, hoe, it's not none of your business what anybody wants to do with their damn bodies. And I'm so, girl. I'm so done. Because it hurts me, because I'm in a place where I'm fortunate enough where I can get those things done. A lot of people aren't. And I think there's a statistic that abortions is a very low percentage of the things that people get done at these health cares. A lot of the time people go in there to get pap smears, contraception, which is great. And not only that, but the birth rate has been lowest among teens in years.
Right. And also, it also helps for planning.
Planning to have a family.
Right. So that's where I think they do most of their work at, is planning, and also contraception, and also women's health.
I can't tell you how many times, I'm not a hoe or nothing, and that doesn't, regardless, I've been to Planned Parenthood more than a couple of times. And that is not, any of that stuff had nothing to do with getting an abortion.
Right. Right.
It was mostly like, oh, I need birth control refill, or, oh, I need to get tested for an STD or a STI or whatever the fuck, you know, or I just need to get a pap smear.
Right. Normal women's health.
Right.
Yeah. Things that if you were to go to a regular doctor where you need like a high percentage of fucking insurance,
right,
and you would have to pay out of pocket on, where you can actually get it for free at
Planned Parenthood.
At Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood has been a godsend. It's helped so many women
and families
all over the place.
Right.
And for someone who is in so much power to decide what us little people can and cannot do, who put you there in the first fucking place, and to take shit away from us that benefits us, really fucking irritates me.
Right. Right.
Also, stupid asses, ACA is Obamacare. It's
right.
one and the fucking same. So you dumb asses who think that this shit is not going to affect you either, it is stupid, ho. It really fucking is. And I'm so done with y'all niggas out here talking about, well, I got the ACA, I ain't got shit to worry about, ho.
It's the same thing, bitch.
I'm so tired. It's just our bodies, our land, our water, for fuck's sake, does not belong to you. Why is it so fucking hard to understand? Why? I don't get it.
You don't get it because...
Stop fucking with people.
You don't get it because...
Why is it so hard to mind your damn business?
You know why you don't get it? Because you think on higher levels. That's what it is. You think progressively, you think forward, you think on how to benefit.
And how is old schmo down the block getting an abortion affecting your fucking life, ho?
Right.
What does that have to do with anything, with what the fuck you're doing? Absolutely nothing.
Right.
I'm so tired of y'all. I'm tired. I'm done.
Okay.
I hate all y'all.
Which is a great segue for what I was going to say in my vent. To all the Trump supporters that were regretting their decision, we told you so, ho. We told you from jump.
Did you see? You saw that tweet?
I did see that damn tweet. Motherfuckers. Listen, I'm so fed up. And this goes into a whole energy of things and culmination of stupidity that I've seen in regards to Trump supporters and how they're slowly starting to realize and that it's only the radical rights that are just kind of like, really sticking with him at this point in time. And it's going to get smaller because people are going to start to get affected. Once your privilege starts getting affected, you'll understand.
You'll wake the fuck up quick. And now it's too late because now you got to deal with 4 years. At least our asses in California and in the quote unquote blue states can fucking survive for a little goddamn bit. Your ass is grass. Like, it's what it is, And what's frustrating to me is that I'm really sick and tired of those who are saying, well, he's still your president, blah. Yes, he's the president of the United States. I didn't vote for his fucking ass, and I don't have to fucking like it. He's not my fucking president. And you can sit here and play this on the fence thing all you want because you are able to dip back and forth from privileged land into reality all you fucking want to. But my black ass gets affected every goddamn day, and I own my blackness, motherfucker. That's how it's going goddamn be. So from now until forever, okay, until I die, that's who I am. I am a black man. Miss Free is a black woman, and we will always be marginalized until shit gets fucking fixed, okay? Until we start getting in power. And for the past 8 years, I felt, wow,
I can breathe a little fucking bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had a little bit of fucking hope.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
kidding.
Just, you know, it's just, where to go ahead and just snatch my shit away.
Gotcha.
You thought you niggas got it, but we got you good. We got you good. Now we go back to good old white land. Now, but you know what? The bottom line is that I know that when this comes around, it's going to come around so hard that it's going to decimate the Republican Party. I know it. Because it's going
This is the end.
This is you better
bet your black happy ass that he will not have another 4 years again, because people gonna look at you side eye. You know what the funny thing is? Sorry, cut you off. Is that this dumbass talking about, we're gonna build a wall. He's actually going along with this.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
People are gonna pay for it, and Mexico will pay for it.
Oh yeah.
The president of fucking Mexico tweeted, "Bitch, we ain't paying for no motherfucking wall."
Mm-hmm.
Period. Now, that's not what he said exactly,
right?
But that's what he said in my language.
That's how we translate.
That's what he said.
Yes.
So, what you gonna do? I don't know what you gonna do.
But Paul.
But if that money comes out of my fucking tax dollars, and I don't see no fucking wall, regardless if it's right or wrong, it's gonna be some hell to pay, nigga. There's a lot of people who feel that way. So you need to tell me $10.95 out of my tax dollars was coming to this motherfucking wall that don't even exist. Where the fuck is my money at for the past 4 years? I want it back, bitch. Bet. Speaking of that shit, this motherfucker's gonna repeal ACA with no damn replacement.
Right. House Speaker Paul Ryan came out today on the news and was talking about, because I think it was on MSNBC, Greta something, I forget her last name, but she has this new show. She moved over from Fox to MSNBC, and she asked him, where's the money coming from? And he said, well, we're going to front the money, but Mexico is going to pay for it, or is going to reimburse us. When, ho? So you gonna tell us, these trillions of dollars are gonna go into this big ass fucking stupid ass wall for no fucking reason?
But you know what the thing that
you gonna wall off all of goddamn Washington?
He thinks, I'm gonna make an executive action today. The wall's gonna get built tomorrow.
Right.
Bitch. I doubt
this ain't Trump
the wall's gonna be
bitch.
half built in 4 motherfucking years, because you're not getting another full nigga.
Stupid.
I swear. Girl, I'm gonna be so mad.
Watch the next president go be like, okay, it's time to break down this wall and read.
I need the next president. If I don't see my 1095 and my tax returns, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. Somebody gotta fix this shit.
I want reparations.
I'm sad it's gonna be your black ass.
Okay.
But I want my 1095 back for that non-existent motherfucking wall.
My money. Okay. Give me my money.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you good, girl. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to say we told you so, because I said I wasn't going to say we told you so. But I feel fucking good saying it.
I don't want to vote for you anymore because your shit is going to be affecting me. I'm so done with y'all. Y'all are so damn dumb.
Stupid.
So dumb.
Dumb as fuck.
And the rest of us got to pay for it.
And watch
because your dumb asses put this orange ass Cheeto in office.
Right.
I'm done.
Well, it's been another fun week of Blaze Entertainment. Thank you guys for listening to our show. And thank you guys for listening to our first 2 episodes of the year. It is now been confirmed by Pyro Media Network that our 2 shows that we've had are the highest rating shows of all time, of the entire time that we've been on Blaze Entertainment. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for continuously supporting us and listening. We have a special, is it next week that we're doing with the group?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I don't want to throw it out. So After the Blaze podcast is premiering February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. And we have a special guest, 2 special guests coming on next week. We're doing a group podcast with Hope Giselle / Hope Disguise and 50 Shades of Gay, the new host of After the Blaze podcast. We're super excited to have them on and have them join the Blaze family. So check that out next week. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to go ahead and visit entertheblaze.com and also check out our Twitter and Facebook at entertheblaze. We love you guys. We're done. I'm going to go have some wine.
How about you meet me? How was that called? Meet me outside. How about that?
How about that?
Get my 1095. How about that?
Cash me outside.
That's what it was. Cash me outside. How about that?
Good night, y'all. Bye.